Lincoln Railer Basketball on 96.3 WLCN and WLCNonline.com is brought to you by Grau Incorporated, Schneider Chiropractic, Headline Salon, Lincoln Heating and Cooling, Fifth Street Food Mart, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, The Carpet House, Rickham State Farm Insurance, Lincoln IGA, Lincoln College, Bright Ideas Screen Printing and Embroidery, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln Park District, Grimaldi Law Office, Memorial Sports Care at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Stacy's Family Pharmacy, Lincoln Dare, Eaton Corporation, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, and by Four Corners Lube.
And we're about ready for basketball action here on a Friday. And again, we've mentioned it a number of times, but a win tonight is Coach Neil Alexander career win number 800. And I'm sure Coach right now is just wanting to win the tip.
Yeah,
That's all he's concerned about.
Even if we do pull out this victory, I'm sure he'll be very excited to talk about it. You know, he's always so full of himself.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's hope for the best.
We are ready, and we're going to re-jump it. It's going to be Drew Bacon and Cole Marksman.
Marksman runs about 6'8", a very large, tall kid, so keeping him off the boards will be another thing we'll have to look for tonight.
Opening tip is back tip, controlled by the Railers, moving right to left as we sit high atop here at Effingham. Titus Cannon on the dribble. Hands over in the right wing to Grunder. Now on top to Bacon. Titus along the left side of the lane. Pulls it back out on top to Sloan. Working around to Grunder, now to Bowers. Isaiah, the Railers' leading scorer, a little over 15 a contest.
I think they're in a little bit of a matchup zone here, or more of a very sagged-off man-to-man. We'll see how the Railers adjust to that. Not a defense that you see that often if that's the case.
And a foul's going to be whistled on the Railers early. An illegal screen called on Ben Grunder. That'll be his first on the team. So an early turnover for the Railers.
Tell you what, Jeff, Effingham passes the look test. They're long. They're some big kids. Athletic-looking team.
Stolen by Tate Sloan. That defense again. As we say every game, Justin, get used to that. Isaiah, three from the right side, in and out. And boy, that's big because Ben Grunder just picked up his second.
Yeah.
And we're just 52 seconds in on a rebound.
That's too bad. I know he had a big game earlier this week against Mount Zion, so he'd been playing well. I hate to send him to the bench early. We'll see if Coach Al goes back to him here in the second half. Would hate to lose him for a full half here.
Grunder came in averaging 9.5 a game. Jermaine Hamlin in early. In the backcourt, Effingham trying to get it across the timeline for the first time tonight. They get it to Sandifer. Sandifer along the right side, hounded by Bowers. Isaiah will drop back into the wing. Sandifer back over to Hull. Hull pulls up, jumper on the way, is up and good. His foot was on the line. But it's an early 2-0 lead for Effingham. They're giving it.
The scorer tried to get a little generous there and give him the three, but back to 2 here.
Railers looking for their first points of the night. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Drew Bacon looking down low for Hamlin. He's covered up by Marksman.
Yeah, Effingham is really giving our ball handlers a lot of space. You know, most of their guys are below the arc. Even as, you know, we're quite a ways beyond it. They're almost daring us to shoot a little bit.
Bacon three, top of the key, up and good.
Yeah, we'll see how long this lasts. Yeah, if you don't get in our face and you let us shoot, we're going to hit some shots. So
6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Railers with their first lead of the night at 3-2. Hull dumps it over to Wolf. Wolf's going to try and go baseline, and a foul is going to be whistled on Jermaine, trying to cut off the baseline.
That was a little bit of a bailout call. I'm going to say that was a bailout call. I didn't see a lot of contact there from Jermaine.
Railer basketball this year brought to you by St. Clair's Manor and Fifth Street Food Mart. 3 early fouls, Justin, on the Railers, all in that same defensive position for the Railers.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at the 2 with Ben, but the last one, I didn't like that one.
Wolf misses, gets the rebound back from Robinson, and he puts it up and in. Effingham back out on top 4-3. Bowers bounces on the right side to Sloan, now on top to Bacon. He hit a three from there earlier. Bounces it over to Isaiah, goes right between his legs. Turnover, gives it back to Effingham. And you know, we talked about it a little bit in pregame, even a little bit off the air. You know, Lincoln has that reputation. So when Lincoln comes to your house, you're going to maybe play up a little bit more. As Marksman got all the way behind the defense.
Great look by Robinson from Effingham to fire a full court pass down to their guy right underneath the basket, but also kind of on Lincoln. It's on Tremaine there on our backs of our press, not to let him get behind you.
Marksman with the lay-in makes it 6-3 Effingham. And that's, Coach Alexander he demands real good basketball from his team. As Bacon drives the lane, throws up a wild shot. Jermaine couldn't grab the rebound, but not getting back on defense, that's one of the Cardinal sins.
Yeah, that's not allowed. Had it not been for Ben Grunder's foul trouble right now, I'm not sure that Jermaine would still be out here after that one, unfortunately.
4:45 to go, first quarter. Effingham with the 6-3 lead. Hull with the dribble between the circles. Now along the side, Wolf a long three is up and good.
So I know all momentum with Effingham right now. I know Coach Alexander is not a big fan of first half timeouts, but man, they've really got a lot of momentum here. Lincoln's going to have to get something going here and not let them run away with a 10-point lead here in the first quarter. That's tough to come back from.
Hands off to Bowers. You know, that's one of the things the Railers have been really good at, Justin. Only one game this year, at any point during the game, have the Railers seen a double-digit deficit, and that was the game against Washington. Dump it down to Jermaine on the low block, goes up strong, shot it up, gets his own rebound, goes up strong, puts it up again, and it'll go.
Very good to see him get his own rebound and go up strong. And the coaching staff from Lincoln a little frustrated. There was some contact there, yet no call after some pretty easy fouls, or chippy fouls on Lincoln.
9-5, Railers trail by 4. Isaac Dewberry off the Railer bench. He will check in a moment. Along the right side is Sandifer. Hull. Back on top now to Sandifer. He's going to drive in, and there's contact. Did they get Jermaine on that one?
Oh, man.
Boy, that's big now.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, but that's got to go both ways. I don't like to announce and gripe too much of the officials, but, man, that 4-0 on the fouls right now, and definitely some fouls on our end that could have been called. So, interesting officiating so far.
Sandifer at the line. His first free throw will spin off. Coming into the game for the Railers is Colton Holliday, the 6'5 junior, as well as Isaac Dewberry, the 6'2 sophomore.
Yeah, and
Bacon and Hamlin will go to the bench.
Yeah, we'll see if young Mr. Dewberry's athleticism can make some plays here for Lincoln, because they are really sagging off of us defensively, and we've got to attack. We've got to be aggressive. If they're going to give us that much space, we got to keep them on their heels, work our mid-range game, work our mid-range shots. We're very good at that, but it's just, I think it's throwing off our rhythm a little bit. We got to get into our offense here.
10-5 the lead for Effingham. Titus Cannon had a three, didn't take it, back out to Dewberry. Dewberry kicks it out to Sloan. All around the top of the key, Holiday will hand off to Dewberry. Now near side to Bowers. Isaiah hands to Cannon. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. Railers trail by 5. Dewberry tries to go by Wolf. Along the baseline. Mishandled the dribble a little bit. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Railers.
Yeah, he tried a little bit of a hesitation move there and over-hesitated himself, I think, and put the knee into the ball, and luckily back out to the Railers, though.
Bowers will inbound. Into Titus. Titus had a block from behind, but he's going to the line shooting two.
Had that not been called, I think we would have seen, I don't know if Coach Alexander would have been around for the end of his 800th win. Let's just put it that way, because that was a blatant foul.
Sandifer gets the foul. It'll be Titus Cannon going to the line for 2 free throws. Senior point guard's free throw up and good. Titus, a 75% free throw shooter coming into the contest. Reminder, Railer basketball brought to you by Lincoln College and the Carpet House. Second one, that's good as well.
All right, get a stop here, and we'll be feeling good. We'll have kind of sustained their little run here to start the game.
3 minutes to go. Railers trail by 3 here in the first quarter. Sandifer breaks the pressure. Cannon and Sloan there hounding him. Get it back out to Parker Wolf into the contest. Long three from Mason Hall is up and good.
And that's his second long-distance jumper. Just kind of the way he's carrying himself, you can tell he's feeling pretty good right now. That's a guy we want to get a hand in his face.
13-7. Effingham with the lead. Bowers in the right corner, back on top to Dewberry. 2.5 to go. Cannon along 3, back rim, no. Robinson had the rebound, lost it. Holiday there, and it rolled out.
Man.
Not sure how that didn't creep in, but it rolled all the way out.
That's a frustrating possession there. Titus, not really the shot I think we were looking for. Oh, a steal. Oh.
And then the ball loose and a foul whistled. And a foul, we're going to say, on Effingham.
Yeah. Well, they owe us one, so, you know. But, yeah, frustrating possession there, that last one. Titus, I'm not sure that that's the shot that we wanted, you know, there. And then to get the rebound was like, oh, great, and then missed the layup, unfortunately. So
Sandifer now picking up his second foul for Effingham. Fouls at 4-2. Railers with 4 of them. Cannon in the left corner. Isaiah fakes one way, goes down the lane, kicks back out to Sloan. Now to Titus along the left side. Gets by his guy. Tries to lay it, lays it up, missed it again.
We've got to keep doing that, though. That was a great drive. We've got to keep challenging them if they're going to sag off of us.
Down in the corner, Landon Wolf 3 on the way, in and out. Rebound to Holiday. Boy, you can't give him much of an opening to fire one off.
No, he knows he's a player.
Back over to Titus. Top of the key to Dewberry. Dewberry down the lane. Strong move off the glass and good.
He about took off from the free throw line there, Jeff. Floats through the air. Isaac does.
Rails have cut it to 13-9. A minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Bounce ahead to Wolf along the left wing. Now on top to Parker Wolf. Over to Landon Wolf.
Great defense there by Tate.
Near side to Sandifer, back out to Hull.
Behind.
Almost a steal, and yep, they're going to get Titus on that. Titus picks up his first, already 15 foul on the Railers. Titus going for the steal out high.
Well, and the challenge that this presents is we don't want to roll back our defense against these guys. We don't want to, you know, play in tight. We don't want to play in the lane because they have shooters, you know. So we want to be able to be aggressive and get out and contest shots. And you know, the foul trouble is going to make that difficult.
Jumper from the side is Hull for 3.
Yeah, Hull is having a night. I believe that's 8 for him already.
8 for him.
Yeah, they look. They're not hitting much rim. He's right on the money right now. We've got to figure him out.
45 seconds to go. Railers trail 16-9. Again, Grunder and Hamlin both on the bench with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Dewberry back out to Cannon. Sloan to Holiday between the circle, right side to Bowers. You got to think now maybe Lincoln holds for 1. We're at 25 seconds. Reminder that Railer basketball is brought to you by Grimaldi Law Office and Lincoln IGA as we're here in the final 15 seconds of quarter number 1. A quarter that Effingham probably couldn't have started any better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under 10, Holiday, high post to Dewberry. Here comes Isaiah popping out in the corner. His 3 on the way is up. Doesn't go, but Isaiah's going to go to the line for 3 as he got fouled by Robinson.
Yeah, he did. So I thought we had a chance at a 4-point play there. The shot looked good, but yeah, Isaiah will go to the line here and hopefully knock down all 3.
Isaiah, a 64% free throw shooter on the season. 2.7 to go. See if we can get 3 closer here. First one from Isaiah, up and good.
I like these. These are, I'm going to call them new jerseys. I don't know if we had them last year. There's a little bit of red on them. On the green, the red-green mix. It's a good look. Isaiah hits the second. Stylish.
That's something I know nothing about.
Me neither.
Trust me.
Me neither, honestly.
And Isaiah got them all. So good job by the senior. Makes it 16-12. Down to 2, down to 1. Shot on the way. Will fall short. At the end of 1, Effingham with the advantage. It's Effingham 16, Lincoln 12. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Benjamin with you. Railers trail as we start quarter number 2, 16-12. We want to thank a couple more sponsors, Lincoln Printers and Four Corners Lube for their sponsorship of Railer basketball. Starting the quarter for the Railers, Tate Sloan, Isaiah Bowers, Titus Cannon, Isaac Dewberry, and Drew Bacon. And again, as Effingham inbounds, Justin, we may not see Jermaine or Ben Grunder in the second quarter, both on the bench with 2 fouls.
Yeah, this is Isaac Dewberry time. This is a time we need him to step up. We've seen him have big games before this year. Isaiah with the steal in the drive, but no good. Effingham quickly back the other way. Or pulls. Nope. Thought he was going to pull up here. We're going to reset.
The Wolves on the far side. Parker over to Landon. Landon fires a three, and he hit.
Man, they are not hitting the rim. They are just on fire right now. And that's a deep shot. I mean, it's a deep shot. I mean, if he's going to hit those, there's not much you can do about that one.
Fourth three of the night for Effingham. They now have a 19-12 lead.
Titus with a long three, no good. Isaiah went up for the rebound, couldn't grab it. And Effingham with a chance to move to almost a double-digit lead here.
Into the front court. Hull, both he and Landon Wolf with 8 early on. Hull back over to Landon Wolf. Now to Hull, back over to Parker Wolf. Sandifer in the right corner, watched by Bauer. Oh, there's a steal by Sloan. Tate behind the dribble, and the foul is going to be whistled.
Woo. Boy, Tate broke out the and one handles on those. I don't know if you guys seen those and one videos, but he went between his legs a couple times, stutter stepped. Man, he had him on skates.
First on
the foul.
Parker Wolf, fourth on Effingham.
And Parker Wolf just a freshman for Effingham. Him and his brother are quite a tandem, I understand.
Cannon just holds. Now it's to Bowers. Isaiah down the lane, kicks back over to Titus. Titus lines up a three. That's going to be off. Rebound, all Effingham. Marksman with the board.
And Titus can hit that shot. I don't know that he's had it in a rhythm yet. And another cheap foul. And Tate's talking to the ref. He's got to be careful here. We can't have a technical, but I understand his frustration.
Tate his first, sixth on the team. So Effingham in the bonus from here on out.
Yeah, everything working against us right now.
Ooh. Careful, Tate.
Yeah, he may have got away with one there.
Effingham into the front court. Sandifer along the right sideline. Skip it across. Hull fires off another three.
Finally missed.
Bacon with the rebound, lost it out of bounds, rolled down the back of Landon Wolf, so it'll go with the Railers.
And another interesting thing, we talked about the conference change in the pregame, is that I listened to a podcast earlier this week that had Mount Zion's head coach, Byron Graven, a great young coach, and he talked about how physical Lincoln's defense is. And, sorry, here, we'll get back to the play-by-play, but I think the Apollo Conference officials are also adjusting to how Lincoln plays.
Dewberry corner three, that's up and good.
Big shot there for Isaac. Let's get it going here, boys. Let's turn it up a little bit.
Isaac Dewberry cuts it to 4, 19-15. Ooh. And knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Effingham.
Lincoln wanted that call. The official that should have had it referred to another guy who it really wasn't his call at all. But I think it was the right call.
5:40 to go in the first half. Lincoln's only had one lead tonight, and that was at 3-2. Dewberry swats it away.
Ooh. Yeah, but the Mount Zion head coach talked at length about how physical Lincoln is. And I don't know that I think we're that physical. I think that's the impression of maybe some Apollo coaches.
Right.
That maybe Lincoln, to us, we have to play this way to compete against the Lampheres and Southeast of the world.
Have you played Glenwood lately?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Try not being physical against Larry Austin, for example. See where you get. Landon Wolf for the three, no good.
And it's nice to see all Railers under the board for that
absolutely.
one.
All right, let's run a nice set play here and get an easy bucket.
Dewberry back on top to Bowers. Railers trail 19-15, approaching the 5-minute mark of the first half. Along the right side to Bowers, now to Sloan. We haven't seen that patented Tate Sloan running floater in the lane. Kicks back now to Isaiah. Isaiah thought about pulling up from 15, had it knocked out of his hand.
He got it back.
Ball loose, and Tate's grabbed it back. Tate hands over to Dewberry. Railers just need to reset. Bacon kicks it back out to Cannon. Now to Sloan. Isaac will try for another one. Way short. Tate grabs it.
Hustle play.
Tried to save it in bounds, but it's going to stay with Effingham.
Yeah, and this is where it's nice to have Jermaine in that lob play. I think when we're getting back into a game, and you can run that play, that easy set play that gets you an easy 2. That's where it would be nice to have him in the game right now. Missing him with the foul trouble here.
Reminder, Railer basketball brought to you by the Eaton Corporation. Effingham into the front court. That's an easy 16-footer for Landon Wolf. As good of a shooter as he is, you can't leave him open from that spot.
And they do a great job of finding him in spots to score. They really do.
Wolf now in double figures. He has 10. Sloan to Dewberry, now to Isaiah. Hands back to Cannon. Cannon to the free throw lane, kicks over to Dewberry. He'll load up another one. Back rim, no. Robinson fights for the rebound and comes down with it. Ahead quickly to Wolf. Wolf in the lane, spin move. Off the glass, won't go down, but he was fouled, and he'll go to the line, shooting 2.
And that was almost a classic case of the wrong kind of foul there. If you're going to foul somebody in that situation, you can't let them get the shot up. And Tate kind of just slapped at him, and fortunately he didn't convert the potential three-point play.
Second on Tate. Free throw from Wolf is up and good. So Tate with 2, Grunder with 2, Hamlin with 2. Holiday will check in for Tate Sloan. So now you've got Holiday, Cannon, Bacon, Bowers, and Dewberry on the floor for the Railers.
Yeah, this is an interesting lineup. A lot of size and physicality, but maybe the foul trouble will force us into something that just works for us.
Second free throw, back rim, no. Isaiah with the rebound. Halfway through the second quarter, Railers have been limited to a 3 from Isaac Dewberry on the offensive end.
You got to get to the rim here. You got to get going to the basket.
Bowers in the corner. Back on top now to Dewberry. Holiday holds between the circle.
I'd like to see Isaiah get a little bit aggressive here. He's the senior leader of this team. Like to see him, say, all right, we need a bucket.
Bacon's 3 on the way. That's no good. Dewberry tried to grab the rebound. Holiday tipped it away. But into the hands of Effingham. 3:20 to go.
Hole's open in the corner here. We got to make sure we're out on him.
Hole watched by Holiday.
Good job by Colton.
Stepped on the sideline.
Yeah, Colton did a good job of getting out on him and forced him out of bounds.
Railer basketball reminder brought to you by Bright Idea Screen Printing, Headline Salon LLC, and the Lincoln Park District. Got to believe a lot of the players on the floor here were out at the Lincoln Park District in junior Railer basketball.
Oh, yeah. I was just talking swapping stories with Max Cook on Twitter this week about his junior Railer basketball days.
Bacon with the drive to Holiday, who passes up the easy shot out to Dewberry, who shoots up an air ball.
Yeah, Isaac hit that first 3, and since then I think he's been shooting a little overconfident maybe. We need some more high-quality shots there.
2:40 to go.
And here's a little bit of an interesting development. I see Cam Whiteman getting off the bench. And Cam is a skilled offensive player, and we definitely need some offense. So we'll see if he can do something for us here.
Railers with the basketball. 2:30 to go. Still down 22-15. Bowers going to drive in the lane. Gets it up and good.
That's what we need. We run that motion where we can get him driving to the basket and hit his mid-range game, and he's so good at that. So we want to get a few more of those here before the end of halftime.
22-17. Landon Wolf has it tipped away from behind by Bowers.
There we go.
Now see if we can turn defense into offense. Cannon will walk the dribble into the front court. 2 minutes to go. First half of action. Bacon holds out high. Brings a dribble at the free throw line.
Here's that same action. Ooh.
Bowers out to Bacon. Bacon spins. The no-look bounce pass to Dewberry.
Oh.
Trying to figure out who's going to pick it up, and it's Effingham. Wolf down the lane. Little floater. Got the friendly home roll.
A little bit careless there. I know what Drew was thinking is he saw a guy cutting down the lane, but just, the no-look pass I don't think really served a purpose there.
1:23 to go. Over to Dewberry. On top to Drew Bacon. Bacon now to Isaiah at the free throw line. Picked up his dribble. Minute 10 to go. Titus Cannon checks over the bench looking for...
I think they're running special 3, which is going to be a 3 for Isaac, but I don't think... Yeah, something didn't work wrong right there. It was a set call, but a little frustration here for the Railers.
Dewberry top of the key. Hands over to Cannon. Gets a screen from Dewberry. Titus in the lane. Spins.
Oh, no foul there.
Goes between his legs. Still trying to pick it up.
Goodness.
And it's Effingham again. All the loose balls right now, Justin, are going Effingham's way.
Yeah, and, all momentum on their favor as well. And we're going to have a hang on, folks. We've got a ball game here in the second half.
Tipped out of bounds by the Railers. Cameron Whiteman checking in. The 6-foot sophomore replacing Dewberry. And if you've seen any of the sophomore games, you know what Whiteman can do.
Yeah.
It's the 3.
Yeah, he can shoot it, man. And great. Of course, Cam's dad Kirk, former two-time national champion coach at Lincoln College, played at Bowling Green himself. So it's in the blood for Cameron.
Foul on Holiday as they try to inbound to Marksman. 8th team foul at 31 seconds to go. Free throw on the way, will rattle out, no good. Bacon the rebound. All right, we need some points here as we head to halftime.
I really say, you in this half down 4 or 5, given everything that's happened, you feel pretty good here. So a bucket would be huge.
20 seconds left. Bowers will hold near the timeline. Bowers, Cannon, Holiday, Bacon, and Whiteman. Down to 10. Over to Bacon. High post to Holiday. Whiteman around the screen. Whiteman's 3 on the way. Up and good.
What a shot from the sophomore. Oh, long one. Oh, no. Cam Whiteman, big shot to possibly flip the momentum in this game. Man, I'm sure he's just been waiting for that opportunity and sank his shot.
And the Railers have been waiting for it tonight.
Yeah, and they ran the set play for him. That was a designed play to get him a 3. So Coach Alexander showing a lot of confidence in him.
Railers trail, but only by 4. Effingham 24, Lincoln 20. We'll be back with the Grau Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Center halftime show in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.